Everyone, Various Talk here. In this video, I'll be talking about TNA. I was wondering if I should do this video or not, but I decided I am going to do it. Now, I will admit, this video is going to be about 30 stars coming to TNA. Now, I will admit, I have, said like, oh, why is they coming to TNA? Why is TNA hiring 30 stars? Like, you should make your own stars. And now, think about it, I was wrong for saying that shit. Someone like Hogan, I still think I was stupid. Flair, he would be a great manager, but Bischoff, even though I like him, Russo, no, but like guys are Bruce Clay, I was like, why are they signing him for? I liked him in WWE, but I was like, why are they signing him for? Like, yeah, I heard all the trash about him online, like, really, they're signing him? And, I kind of got into it for a little bit. Then I was like, why not sign him? I liked him. He'll do good at TNA. Give him a fresh start. Like, people act like it's a big deal or a crime that TNA signed WWE talent. WWE does it. Maybe not to TNA a whole lot, but they do it to other companies. They did it back in WCW and WWE. You're like, oh, why is WCW signing that dude? Why did WWE bring Mark Mero over? Shit like that, Like, people always make it a crime to do that. People do. People make it a crime that TNA, every time TNA signs a WWE guy, really more WWE washed up trash. But TNA is making them own and making them great. Look at EC3. He was nothing in WWE as Derek Bateman. They bring him on. Now he's one of the best wrestlers, best gimmick heels in the company right now. He's a great, and he's a good wrestler. He's great. TNA has made him their own, and I give TNA props for that. That shows you how good EC3 was, and WWE didn't use him correctly. TNA scooped him up and made him to a big star. Drew Galloway, WWE let him go. TNA scooped him up, and now he's becoming good at TNA. And I bet he's going to become TNA World Champion. I'd love to see Galloway and EC3 have another match together. And people who complain about Matt Hardy winning the TNA World title, one, he deserves it. He has never won a world title of a major company. Yes, he was ECW championship, but it wasn't treated as a world championship. Like, it said it was, but it wasn't treated as it. It was treated like a mid-card championship. But I mean like a big-time championship. Like, he was never WWE champion. He was never World Heavyweight champion. I know he was independent world champions, but I'm talking about TV-wise, But this is his first major world championship with the company. And he's done good work in TNA. I haven't watched all his matches with EC3, but some of the matches I've seen were good. Just, sometimes I do skip through them because, like, if I get mad at the product, I just want to finish it. But the matches, he had EC3, for skimming through it, looked great. And he's had other good matches in TNA. He's done a lot for that company. Him and his brother. So he deserves to win the championship. And to me, he's not a WWE guy no more in TNA. He's a TNA guy now. He's been long enough. He's had a good run. He's a TNA guy. He wants to go to WWE back. He'll be a WWE guy again. People always want to say that shit, but they never say, oh, Sting's a WCW TNA guy in WWE. No, he's a WWE guy now. Like, they're mostly saying he's a WCW icon. Don't mention nothing about TNA. I'm not talking about WWE. I'm talking about fans who say that shit. Same with Samoa Joe. They don't mention anything that he used to be a TNA guy. They say, oh, a new guy. So glad he's in WWE. So glad. They don't say anything, oh, he's just signed a TNA guy. Same thing with other wrestlers. Oh, he's just another RH guy. Oh, he's another CZW guy. He's another TNA guy. No. TNA is the only one who gets that shit, especially from WWE. But I like that now. Like, I'll admit, I was like that a little bit in the past, but I've completely changed the possession because I started thinking in my mind. I didn't start buying what everybody else is saying. I started thinking about it rationally, and it's good. Why not? Take talent that WWE's not using and make him your own, make him big stars. Like EC3. Drew Galloway, yes, he was big in the ring, but he was never main event level big. TNA's making him, into a big star. We got other stars. Tyrus, he's relevant. He's a badass. Like, you don't want to mess with him. You get your ass whooped. Yes, he got beaten sometimes. But, he's still a force to be reckoned with. He always helps EC3 out, and when he's out there, EC3 wins. Trying to think of other guys he's gone. Michael, he's done good. Not WWE, at TNA. I'm trying to think of other guys who TNA signed from the WWE. Bram, who I forget his name, and WWE, he was in NXT. He's done great. He's not doing much now, but that's his freaking fault. He got arrested from hitting his girlfriend. That's his own fault. But TNA made him something big. This Anderson, he never reached the main event level in WWE. Like he only reached the United States title, and he was really popular, but he never made it. He comes to TNA, he wins the world title. He makes it big in TNA. Same thing with Bully Ray. You know, do you ever see him be a main star in WWE? No. Maybe a mid-card at best or a jobber. He became world champion. Demon, I still don't see it. They tried with Demon, gave him the TV title stuff. To me, he's best in tag team. The Pope, Danger Dino. I did not like him in WWE. I couldn't stand him as Elijah Burke. Now he's one of my favorites in TNA. TNA made him his own. Made him his own gimmick, made his own. He's become one of my favorites in TNA when he wrestled. And to me, he should have won the world title. Matt Morgan, he's a TNA guy. He's not a WWE guy. I forgot his run in WWE at some times. So all these guys they signed, they're pretty much TNA guys now. They're not WWE guys anymore. They're not WWE wash-ups. They're TNA stars. Alright, TNA has given them and has made them into big stars. So that's great. So TNA, do you want to hire WWE wrestlers? Go ahead. But you don't need these big names. You don't. You don't need to hire Rey Mysterio. You don't need to hire CM Punk. Hire stars that nobody know of, like the Sin Cara, like I'm just saying names that if you're with up the company, like a Zack Ryder, and make them big stars. You don't need to sign mega stars to give them to your company, because that has to work before, like a Hulk Hogan. Like they may come, but then they see what's happening, and they're not gonna stay. So hire talent, but they don't have to be mega stars. Like a Matt Hardy stuff like that's fine. Like if you want to hire the Usos, that's cool. You know, like I'm trying to think of other teams, like you know that major in WWE. Like if you want to hire Goldust back, that's cool. You know, people might say, oh, that's the WWE guy. Everybody knows him. Well, TNA make them their own, like Black Rain. I actually like that gimmick. What I'm saying is, like, I don't know why people still bring it up. When WWE guys go TNA, they're not WWE guys anymore. They're TNA guys. Same thing. TNA guys, ROH guys go WWE. They're not anymore. They're WWE guys. Like, you know, people doing that with TNA especially. I don't know how much they did with WCW back in the day, but I think it's 10 times worse with TNA. And they don't have to do it with WWE. They don't do it with ROH. They don't do it with TNA mostly. I'm tired of seeing it. Like I was reading your comments for a video that said, oh great, they gave a WWE guy the TNA World title instead of giving him their own TNA roster. The one they made with TNA. Well, Matt Hardy's a TNA guy now. They made him even more. I know he's well known in WWE, but he's in TNA now. He's been wrestling in TNA. He's known in TNA now. You know, like if you're gonna ask, you know, who's Matt Hardy? Yes, you're gonna mention WWE. But where's he at now? And what's he doing now? He's a TNA World Champion. He's a TNA guy now. Now he's gonna be known as a World Champion in TNA. People don't get it now. He's in TNA. He's a TNA guy now. TNA may not have built him, but they damn sure made him into a main event star. He's still in WWE. He would not be a main event star, I don't think. Like Christian barely reached it. Christian barely reached it. He only held it twice, and neither was a Long Reign. So I'm just saying that, yeah, I think they should drop all this. If a WWE guy goes to TNA, good for them. Good for them. Like, I don't see a big deal anymore. I really don't. Like, TNA should just pick up new talent. They need new talent. Every time they get someone from WWE, people say, oh, they're the WWE guy. They only need WWE wrestlers. They're good talents. They're giving them a chance to shine and be their own. I'm going to end this video because I can keep going. But all I'm saying is that they're not WWE guys anymore. They may have a history in WWE, they may have a legacy in WWE, but they're TNA guys now. They have a history in TNA now. They're building a legacy in TNA now. Like Kuringo, he has much of a history in TNA as he does WWE. People can know him. So he's pretty much a TNA guy. Yes, he's known for WWE, but he's pretty much known for TNA now too. That's all I'm going to say. I think I'm going to title this video, WWE guys who go to TNA or TNA guys now. Something like that. But anyways, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments below. Until I see you again, signing off.